Hello and welcome to Quotes to Go. Winston Churchill, the legendary British Prime Minister, was not only a wartime leader but also a master of words. Known for his sharp wit, unwavering resolve, and powerful speeches, Churchill's quotes have inspired generations during times of struggle and triumph. In this video, we take a look at some of Winston Churchill's most famous quotes, timeless words of courage, leadership, and determination that continue to echo through history.
Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. If you are going through hell, keep going. The positive thinker sees the invisible, feels the intangible, and achieves the impossible. A pessimist sees the difficulty in every opportunity. An optimist sees the opportunity in every difficulty. You will never reach your destination if you stop and throw stones at every dog that barks. Success is stumbling from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. Attitude is a little thing that makes a big difference. You have enemies? Good. That means you've stood up for something, sometime in your life. To improve is to change. To be perfect is to change often. The price of greatness is responsibility. We make a living by what we get. We make a life by what we give. Never give up on something that you can't go a day without thinking about. A good speech should be like a woman's skirt, long enough to cover the subject and short enough to create interest. Never let a good crisis go to waste. He who fails to plan is planning to fail. My tastes are simple. I am easily satisfied with the best. Kites rise highest against the wind, not with it. Courage is going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. History will be kind to me, for I intend to write it. Difficulties mastered are opportunities won. Continuous effort, not strength or intelligence, is the key to unlocking our potential. Never, never, never give in. Now this is not the end. It is not even the beginning of the end. But it is, perhaps, the end of the beginning. I never worry about action, but only about inaction. It is a mistake to try to look too far ahead. The chain of destiny can only be grasped one link at a time. All the great things are simple, and many can be expressed in a single word. Freedom, justice, honor, duty, mercy, and hope. Courage is what it takes to stand up and speak. Courage is also what it takes to sit down and listen. However beautiful the strategy, you should occasionally look at the results. Keep calm and carry on. If you find a job you love, you'll never work again. Never give in. Never give in. Never, 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 never. In nothing, great or small, large or petty. Never give in. Accept to convictions of honor and good sense. Never yield to force. Never yield to the apparently overwhelming might of the enemy. Sometimes doing your best is not good enough. Sometimes you must do what is required. Diplomacy is the art of telling people to go to hell in such a way that they ask for directions. When you're 20, you care what everyone thinks. When you're 40, you stop caring what everyone thinks. When you're 60, you realize no one was ever thinking about you in the first place. You have enemies? Good. That means you've stood up for something, sometime in your life. I have nothing to offer but blood, toil, tears, and sweat. When there is no enemy within, the enemies outside cannot hurt you. Fear is a reaction. Courage is a decision. A lie gets halfway around the world before the truth has a chance to get its pants on. We are still masters of our fate. We are still captains of our souls. There is no time for ease and comfort. It is the time to dare and endure. Before you can inspire with emotion, you must be swamped with it yourself. Before you can move their tears, your own must flow. To convince them, you must yourself believe. For myself, I am an optimist. It does not seem to be much use to be anything else. I no longer listen to what people say, I just watch what they do. Behavior never lies. If you don't take change by the hand, it will take you by the throat. The empires of the future are the empires of the mind. I am always ready to learn, although I do not always like being taught. You create your own universe as you go along. Those who plan do better than those who do not plan, even should they rarely stick to their plan. The truth is incontrovertible. Malice may attack it, ignorance may deny it, but in the end, there it is. The greatest lesson in life is to know that even fools are right sometimes. Never in the field of human conflict was so much owed by so many to so few. The best argument against democracy is a 5-minute conversation with the average voter. The farther backward you can look, the farther forward you are likely to see. All men make mistakes, but only wise men learn from their mistakes. An appeaser is one who feeds a crocodile, hoping it will eat him last. The only statistics you can trust are those you falsified yourself. Men occasionally stumble over the truth, but most of them pick themselves up and hurry off as if nothing ever happened. Democracy is the worst form of government, except for all the others. Show me a young conservative, and I'll show you someone with no heart. Show me an old liberal, and I'll show you someone with no brains. If two people agree on everything, one of them is unnecessary. We are masters of the unsaid words, but slaves of those we let slip out. A fanatic is one who can't change his mind and won't change the subject. When the eagles are silent, the parrots begin to jabber. We shape our buildings. Thereafter they shape us. Our future is in our hands. Our lives are what we choose to make them. Everyone is in favor of free speech. Hardly a day passes without its being extolled, but some people's idea of it is that they are free to say what they like, but if anyone else says anything back, that is an outrage. Good and great are seldom in the same man. Most of the world's work is done by people who don't feel very well. Don't interrupt me while I'm interrupting. Solitary trees, if they grow at all, grow strong. A small lie needs a bodyguard of bigger lies to protect it. I am fond of pigs. Dogs look up to us. Cats look down on us. Pigs treat us as equals. A joke is a very serious thing. The inherent vice of capitalism is the unequal sharing of blessings. The inherent vice of socialism is the equal sharing of miseries. There are plenty of good ideas, if only they can be backed with the power of action. Healthy citizens are the greatest asset any country can have. When you get a thing the way you want it, leave it alone. There comes into the life of every man a task for which he and he alone is uniquely suited. What a shame if that moment finds him either unwilling or unprepared for that which would become his finest hour. A politician needs the ability to foretell what is going to happen tomorrow, next week, next month, and next year, and to have the ability afterwards to explain why it didn't happen. The difference between mere management and leadership is communication. A prisoner of war is a man who tries to kill you and fails, and then asks you not to kill him. If you have 10,000 regulations, you destroy all respect for the law. It is a good thing for an uneducated man to read books of quotations. Nothing in life is so exhilarating as to be shot at, without result. One ought never to turn one's back on a threatened danger and try to run away from it. If you do that, you will double the danger. But if you meet it promptly and without flinching, you will reduce the danger by half. I am all for your using machines, but do not let them use you. One man with conviction will overwhelm 100 who have only opinions. The unforgivable sin of Hitler's Germany was to develop a new economic system by which the international bankers were deprived of their profits. We contend that for a nation to try to tax itself into prosperity is like a man standing in a bucket and trying to lift himself up by the handle. Life is a test and this world a place of trial. To improve is to change. This paper, by its very length, defends itself from ever being read. You can measure a man's character by the choices he makes under pressure. A love for tradition has never weakened a nation. Indeed, it has strengthened nations in their hour of peril. We have no lasting friends, no lasting enemies. only lasting interests. Great success always comes at the risk of enormous failure. The most beautiful voice in the world is that of an educated Southern woman. It is wonderful how well men can keep secrets they have not been told. Out of intense complexities, intense simplicities emerge. If you want to discover new oceans, you must first have the courage to leave shore. Plans are of little importance, but planning is essential. Courage is rightly considered the foremost of the virtues, for upon it all others depend. Mountaintops inspire leaders, but valleys mature them. Christmas is a season not only of rejoicing but of reflection. A man is about as big as the things that make him angry. No one ever finds life worth living. One has to make it worth living. I like things to happen, and if they don't happen, I like to make them happen. There comes a precious moment in all of our lives when we are tapped on the shoulder and offered the opportunity to do something very special that is unique to us and our abilities. What a tragedy it would be if we are not ready or willing. Rules were made for fools to follow, and wise men to be guided by. I'm too busy. I have no time for worry. You were given the choice between war and dishonor. You choose dishonor and you will have war. You must look at facts, because they look at you. Let our advance worrying become advanced thinking and planning. I may be drunk, miss, but in the morning I will be sober, and you will still be ugly. Without victory there is no survival. We shall not flag nor fail. We shall go on to the end. If we open a quarrel between past and present, we shall find that we have lost the future. It is no use saying, "We are doing our best." You have got to succeed in doing what is necessary. Socialism is a philosophy of failure, the creed of ignorance, and the gospel of envy. Its inherent virtue is the equal sharing of misery. You must put your head into the lion's mouth if the performance is to be a success. If we are together, nothing is impossible. If we are divided, all will fail. You don't make the poor richer by making the rich poorer. I'd rather argue against 100 idiots than have one agree with me.
Winston Churchill's words remind us that courage, determination, and leadership can shape the course of history. If his quotes inspired you, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share your favorite quote in the comments below. See you in the next one.